There we are. So we are live and we are back in the third session of the day with the amazing Rebecca Pope from More Money Savvy. I'm going to let you talk about your history and what you've done. I wouldn't like to second guess your history, but obviously I brought you into the Scale Up to Succession Plan Summit because money mindset is obviously a really important part of scaling your business, selling your business, and actually transitioning into a post-sale part of a business. And when we had our first conversation together, we obviously talked about the importance of that as well. So it was really important to me to have that we covered all elements of the Scale Up to Succession plan in terms of personal and business finances. So obviously I thought you were absolutely fabulous to bring in today. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm just going to pop your presentation on the screen.
Okay, so hello everybody. Thanks for having me, Emma. So yes, I am Rebecca Pope, or Becky, and I'm a chartered financial planner. I've worked in money and finance my whole career. I am just going to go to the screen. There we go. So yes, I have worked in money and finance my whole career and enjoyed every part of it. So I'm a chartered financial planner and fellow of the Personal Finance Society, which means one part of my role is financial planning with, say, the product side of it and advice for business owners, for business women. But I also do money and mindset mentoring, because I have seen how the relationship we have with money, especially as women, affects so much of the decisions we make in personal life and business life. And having the right mindset makes such a huge difference to the values and beliefs that we hold with our money, but also the mindset with regards to actually owning the fact that you run a business. So I realized that skill set and mindset, the two are really important for how women can achieve their financial goals and dreams. Work-life balance is so important, and I know it's kind of a term that is sometimes overused, and everyone is different, but the work-life balance, really to have your lifestyle how you want it, is so important. And of course, you run your own business, so you can decide what lifestyle you want. However, I also see lots of women who really feel that, firstly, they're not sure if they can actually slow down because they don't know if they've got the financial strategies in place, or they're just keen as mustard to go gung-ho and scale up their business, which Emma certainly knows all about, with their end goal in mind of selling or retiring or whatever their end goal is for the future, but they're really driven at the moment. So they still need the kind of the strategies and the plans in place. And it's all about how you want to live your life, not looking at how other people live their life. I'm really passionate about that. So that's why I moved into mentoring as well, to help women in business have the skill set and mindset to achieve their dreams, really, and have every bit of lifestyle that they want. Okay, so that's a bit about me. Let's move on to what we're going to talk about. So let's start with your mindset to your business. Now, that is really crucially important, because I see online a lot and in the world people talking about side hustles. Now, that is not what you are doing. You do not have a side hustle, you have a business. A side hustle is really just a hobby, isn't it? Let's face it, it's a hobby or it's a charity. If you are actually running a business, you're making decisions, you're setting goals and strategies. Like Shelley's talked about, you've got financial plans for the business, and it's structured as a business. You are a money-making business. And Emma talked about selling businesses from 2,000 to 100 million. These are businesses where they might have started as side hustles, but they quickly, the woman running the business or businesses, realized they weren't side hustles, they were actual businesses. Okay, so if you are making money, or if you're not making money, but your intention is to make money, because we know whatever stage you're at, you know the goal is to certainly be making money, then you are a money-making business. So let's change that mindset. You are not doing a side hustle. You are running a money-making business. And have you got potential for growth? Yes, you absolutely have. All businesses are different. That's Emma's expertise, obviously, and she'll look at that with you. So potential for growth means your business can grow, your business can develop, whether it's a product or a service. If you've got the right strategies in place, you've got the right business planning in place, and your business can grow and become more and more profitable. So do remember that. And your business is an asset. Do not think that you can just, you might choose to walk away, but why would you walk away when you can make money from your business? Your business is an asset. I talk about assets a lot. We know there's lots of different types of assets that we can have to provide us an income or to grow, for capital growth for the future. But your business is an asset, and an asset that can firstly provide you with a great income and the lifestyle that you want. So I very much take on board that you might see this as a side hustle if you're only doing 1 to 2 days, and that's your choice. That's absolutely fine. You run your business how you want to. It's your business. But even if you are doing 1 to 2 days, that doesn't mean that it's not providing you with the income that you are comfortable with. And that does not mean that it can't be an asset that can grow significantly. We all know businesses that have started small and have scaled and grown and become very profitable from an income perspective, but then have also sold. And also, just imagine that you've got all of these clients that you're selling your product or your service to, and they're really getting value from you, and then you just decided to retire and the business stopped. Actually, what about all those clients who were benefiting from you? We don't want that to happen, do we? We want to continue that business so clients can continue to benefit from the products or the services, but just with another business owner. So it isn't just about you building up your asset for your future. Think of the benefits to your clients here, ladies. So your mindset is you are running a business that can grow, scale up, and also be sold. Okay. So let's also talk about the whole attitude of your mindset to your business, why you're doing it, what you can get from it, and the clients that you're helping. So what do you want from your business? Why did you set your business up in the first place? I'm assuming that what you're wanting from your business is to earn money from your business. Now, remember, if you've not heard of this, I'm sure you have, but remember that profit is sanity, turnover is vanity. Don't compare yourself to other people when you run your business. There's a lot of people out there, and good for them, talking about earning or making 6, 7 figures, and they may well be doing that. But remember, that could just be their turnover and not their profit. Tanya is going to be talking to you later about other financials, but it's so important to me because I see women in every aspect of life, but I'm here to help with your finance and your money mindset, comparing themselves to other women, other businesses. Stay strong and remember what you set up your business for and how you want your business to add to your life. Shelley talked about writing down goals and all types of goals. I'm a great believer in that. Write down, get a piece of paper out, write down. I'm hoping and sure you've got business money goals, but what do you want your business to add to your life? A huge believer in women and men, but we're talking about women using their businesses to better their life. What do you want from it? Are you fiercely ambitious and you want to build that business up now? Brilliant. So remember, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it because you want recognition, let's say, from others. You're doing it to benefit your life. Do you have your business because you want to build that and then have a great lifestyle when you're older? Do you want to reduce your hours? Do you want to take on staff? How do you want your business to add to your life? Write down these goals and then work out the strategies of how you can get your business to better your lifestyle. So money goals are important, especially running your business. Again, you've got to look at, your costs, your expenses, and what your actual profit is. You want to maximize your profit. It's profit first all the way rather than turnover. Okay. What are your money goals? What do you want to earn? You might very well be comfortable with 20,000 a year. That really could make such a huge difference, and you can then live the lifestyle that you want, and that's fabulous. You might have aspirations for 100 grand a year, and then you can live the lifestyle that you want. Remember, there's no right or wrong here. It's what works for you, ladies. But what are your lifestyle goals? Let's really write them down and even visualize it. Do you want that holiday home? Do you want to just work 3 days in the future? Do you want a business that you can dip in and out of? So you've got your staff there who run the business for you. What do you want your business to add to your life? And the mindset aspect of this is so important because you need to stay strong to how you want your business to run and what's important for you with your life and how the business contributes to your life and how your business enhances your life. It's all about enhancing your life. Time with family, friends, whatever you want your business to do for you. Coming back to the side hustle, I take on board that some women just set up businesses to keep themselves occupied because they're not too bothered about the income coming in and they're not bothered about it being a success. Lots of women do want their business to be a great success, and that's exactly how we're going to help you with all of these different talks in the summit today. So a bit on financial planning, so slightly different to Tanya, a little bit about products, let's call it, but it's really important as business women, factors for you to consider that you might not necessarily have considered before. So firstly, tax efficiency. Tanya will talk a lot about this, but I'm talking tax efficiency for your business. So for example, if there's obviously self-employed, partnership and limiteds. If you're limited or partnerships or self-employed, look at the tax efficient way you're taking money out of your business, because ultimately your business, for you to take money out, is your profit. Yes, I appreciate if you're growing your business, you might be comfortable not taking much out at the moment because you're investing into your business, which is great if that's the strategy and plan for your business. But remember, especially for limited companies, there are differences. Tax efficiency with personal drawings versus dividend drawings. If you've got a financial advisor and an accountant, the two can often work together to work out the most tax efficient way for you. Let's look now at pensions. And I'm well aware, especially if you're building your business, you may well think my business is my asset and that will be my pension, which is fine. All a pension is a way to provide you with income in retirement. If you're wanting to diversify your assets as well as your home, your business, maybe investments and pensions, I just wanted to talk to you about the tax efficiency of pensions and the benefits you can get. So this is just factual knowledge. I'm not providing advice today. It's just factual information. If you contribute to a personal pension from your drawings, then you will get tax relief to the relevant tax rate of the taxpayer that you are, either 20% or 40%. There are other factors, but that's kind of a real basic explanation. But if you're a limited company owner and the limited company contributes into the pension, you do not get personal tax relief, but the limited company receives corporation tax relief. And I've talked with Emma about business owners who are planning on selling in a few years' time. That is a prime time to be receiving financial advice because you could and should be looking to make plans possibly with pension contributions, ladies. We then have business protection. So there's actually personal protection if you're self-employed. Just say you couldn't work because you were poorly and you didn't have income coming in, you might want to protect yourself and set up something called an income protection plan, so that if you couldn't work because you were ill, then you still receive an income coming in. That's an insurance. Other business protections or insurances could be key person. If you're the key person and you're ill or you die, what impact would that have on the business? Or if you're a partnership, this shareholder protection, because what if your partner dies? What's going to happen to their proportion of the shares in the business? Who are they going to go to? So these are factors to consider as you are building your profitable business. Excuse me. Then there is investing to give you an income. So looking at the exit and the selling of the business, I'm well aware that some business owners may want to use their net proceeds of sale to buy and invest in other businesses, which is great. If you're wanting to maybe slow down, or there's no businesses that you found that you want to invest into, then you may well actually want to invest into other investment products to give you an income. And that's where obviously seeking financial advice can help, because there are some great investments that can give you a tax efficient income depending on your goals, your attitude to risk, and your requirements. But that's definitely something, if you're coming out with a sizable chunk of money once you've sold, what do I do with it? Speak to a financial planning expert. Right, so money mindset. Really important. Let's talk about your values and beliefs. Now, it's very likely that values and beliefs that you have about money started from a very, very young age, from parents, grandparents, anybody else in your life. Then as you've grown up, you've heard different sayings, you've seen TV, magazine, videos, films, you've read things, and it's just subliminal messages that have gone into your mind. Do you have, for example, think of the sayings that you think about money. And the reason I'm asking you this is the most important thing is to be positive about money and to see money as something that will enhance and better your life. Not something to feel negative about, to feel overwhelmed about and worried about. Because I do come across a number of clients, especially in my mentoring side of things, who actually feel guilty about earning really good levels of money. Because they've heard these sayings, and have you heard of these sayings? You know, money is the root of all evil, rich people can be mean, all kinds of sayings like this, where you don't feel you almost you don't feel justified earning good money, you don't feel you deserve it, and you have guilt over money. I talk to women a lot about money guilt. So think about your values and beliefs and actually think, are they just things that you've picked up along the way? Are they literally just things that you've just learned them, as opposed to truly believing them yourself? Mindset is to do with your values, your beliefs, your attitudes, your habits, and you can change all of those. What about your own thoughts and language about money? Like I've said, there's so many sayings that I come across, and I speak to women who say, I'm rubbish with money, I'll always be rubbish with money. It's a bit like, oh, I'm overweight, I can't lose weight, I'll always be overweight, I may as well have that another bar of chocolate. Or I'm rubbish with money, oh, I'll just spend even more because I'll never save enough for the future. Or it could be, I've got all this money, well, I don't really know, I feel bad about it, I'm just going to spend lots, I'm just going to buy expensive holidays, expensive things, which I'm not saying aren't great. You know, we all love clothes, handbags, having time with friends and super duper holidays and nights out when we're able to. But I'm just saying, is that truly what you want and what is going to make your life better and what you really gives you the happy feelings? Or is that just what you feel is the right thing to do? So think about your language with regards to money and your thoughts with regards to money, and how you can better that purely and simply so that what you want your life to look like, you can achieve it. Okay? And really important, don't compare yourself to others in any aspect, younger or older, looking at people thinking, gosh, their business is doing better than mine, or equally, my business is doing better than theirs, and I feel guilty that I'm doing okay in a difficult economic situation. Don't think that either at all. So, money mindset, how can your money situation better your life? In the here and now and in the future. I talk about balance and freedom a lot because everybody's individual with what they feel is appropriate for them and what they want with their balance in life. Some women I know love what they do and they love working 6-7 days a week. Love it. eventually they can get to overwhelm, and they probably are financially quite comfortable and thinking, oh wow, but I've been used to earning all this money. I'd really like to slow down a bit. Can I afford to? How is it going to work? Have I got the right strategies in place? That's when it's helpful to speak to somebody. Or it can be, I do not want to work 6-7 days a week, thank you. I want to spend time with my family. I only want to work 2.5 days a week. So how can you put those structures and that financial strategies and plans in place to enable you to run your business, which will keep you fulfilled and you enjoy doing, but you also want to spend time with your family? So like I say, whatever your lifestyle goals are, your money mindset will feed into that, as well as having the right skill set, i.e. with the right planning and strategies in place. And it's all about how your business can benefit you in the here and now and in the future. And again, that's to do with mindset, not feeling guilt, any guilt, because I do know there's a lot of guilt over money, having it, not having it, spending it, not spending it, various different guilts. So maybe spend a bit of time writing down what you historically have thought values and beliefs and guilts on money have been, and then get a fresh piece of paper or in your laptop, however you're doing it, and write down actually what you feel money now means to you. So in other words, money is going to make my life better. If I do get to be really quite financially comfortable and even rich, I can help other people. You know, you can help people, you can invest in their businesses, you can give them a step up in their businesses, you can be charitable, you can be giving. So being comfortable and rich does not mean being mean and tight and all the connotations that we might have heard of, because that's not the case at all. And I love this picture here, money magnet. So are you, not being too woo-woo, but are you attracting money to you, or are you repelling money? So what do you think, feel and speak? What do you think, feel and speak? Is it lack of money? So even if you're doing quite well, because, you know, I know people who do easily earn 6 figures and spend every penny of those 6 figures. So it really isn't, like I say, to do with earnings. It's to do with your spending habits, and it really can come down to having actual structured plans in place. So are you thinking, feeling, speaking lack of money? And it could be in your business or your personal life. It could be that you actually just don't have your business strategies correct, and you're just spending far too much. Your outgoings in your business are far too much. So you could have great turnover, but your profit isn't really what you want it to be because you're spending far too much. That's a bit to do with skill set, but it's also, if you see a lack of money, you just continue to feel that lack of money. And then it's, of course, that it just continues, doesn't it? Your mindset thinks lack, lack, lack. So you just spend and you just continue to maybe make the wrong decisions because your mindset isn't where it should be. Or do you think, feel, speak abundance of money? Doesn't mean you are abundant. It just means that that is how you feel. You feel that money contributes great things to your life and you're abundant in every aspect of the riches of life. And riches of life is a bit of money, but it's also to do with time spent with family and friends, time spent doing what you enjoy. Because if you have that positive, abundant view, that will feed through into your money mindset, and you'll have more respect for your money mindset. You will actually, if you want your business to be a success, you have your planning, don't you? You plan your business, and it's exactly the same with money. If you want money to contribute towards your life, you just have to put a bit of planning and strategy in place. So there's different mindsets that I talk to women about, which is poor, comfortable, and rich. And I believe the more we think about things, the more our mindset can focus on these things. So do you know what? We're just going to ignore the poor money mindset. That's not even going to be in any of our money mindsets. We're going to be thinking comfortable or rich. And this is different for every individual. Please remember, this is different for every lady. So if you've got a comfortable mindset, then that means that that's different for everybody. Comfortable can mean £10,000 a year. Comfortable can mean, you know, £150,000 a year. It's all to do with what your particular goals are. Okay. So it's all about what you want. Please don't. It's wonderful and it's aspirational seeing all these women having really successful businesses. But if you are comfortable with 20, 30 grand a year, then that's your comfort, and you are comfortable and you are achieving your goals. And you might be rich in life. You may feel, think, speak rich because that's where you're at. Equally, you might be going for those 6 figures and you will be comfortable or rich. You will have that money mindset where money is contributing everything and giving you that lifestyle that you want. So remember, money magnet, positive mindset, knowing your own goals and what you want from your lifestyle dreams. I am now going to stop sharing and move back to Emma. Hi,
Lovely.
Emma.
Thank you so.
Oh, Emma, I've lost you. I can't hear you. I don't know if that's me. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think it's me. There we
There
are.
we
Can
go,
you hear me
back
now?
again.
There we are.
Yes.
I think I
Yeah.
accidentally pressed the mute button. So yes, thank you so much. You're right. Money mindset is so important, and it's actually, you know, a limiting belief on a lot of women that want to scale up their business. But I was looking at some statistics yesterday, actually. And it was I think it was by McKinsey, who's quite a well-known consultant to extremely large businesses, actually in the FTSE 350, and they actually were saying that companies that have a gender diverse board, I've got the stats here, were 21% more likely to outperform on profitability and 27% more likely to have superior value creation if they had at least 30% of women on their boards. But
Wow.
Women still limit themselves. They just don't think they've got that in them to achieve it. And it's like when in the Intralink study of 20,000 M&A deals, only 2% of those were actually done by women. So there's a lot of women out there that think they can't buy businesses, and that's where this limiting belief comes in. And it's obviously the Alison Rose review I go on about a lot. I mean, I read it 3 years ago. That's what inspired me to start up the businesses that I have. And it's just the 3 main barriers to entry for women were, I mentioned them at the beginning of my seminar, was lack of support with childcare and family, looking after family. Secondly, it was lack of access to funding to actually buy businesses or scale up their businesses. And actually, I think Alison Rose put it out yesterday, actually on LinkedIn, that there is an actual money initiative now. There's about 100 banks and funders that have actually joined together to actually increase the amount of funding that goes to women, because it was legitimately recognised by the government that women needed access to this funding. And then thirdly, it was the lack of supportive, experienced mentors in the business world that actually help people to scale up and take their business from scale up to succession plan. And obviously that's why I pulled the summit together with these amazing speakers, because you know, I know there is so much talent out there that if women just had the access to them or knew they were there. So yeah, it's I mean, the government obviously recognised the Alison Rose review. It was them that asked them to do it, and they are striving to get there. I think yesterday it was said some of the major investors, actually, I read, in the industry will now only actually lend money to businesses that want to scale if they now have at least 30% of board members. They will not actually now, who are women, they will not actually now lend money to some big institutional investors unless they have a good gender mix on their boards, which is quite a big positive step, actually, and will hopefully
that's so good to hear.
It will hopefully force corporates to think more, to obviously think differently about it. So thank you so much for coming in. Like I say, money mindset is so important. Obviously, you're joining us again at 7:30 this evening for the speaker panel. I've got a really long list of questions now to put to us all. So yeah, if you can come back at 7:30. I've got Joanne Fisher next coming up at 2 p.m. So you've got an hour to go and get some lunch before tuning back in. And she's going to be talking to us all about the legal aspects of buying and selling businesses. Obviously, the role of a solicitor is actually to provide buyers and sellers with legal protection and limit their liabilities. So it's really important. So I think everyone's going to really enjoy the next session as well, because obviously the legal part is an extremely important part of buying and selling businesses.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking to the right professional, a bit like you said. I've found that my whole career where people have said, oh, I wish I'd met somebody like you 10, 15 years ago. And it's just knowing the right people and speaking to the right professionals. So it's so great that you've got everybody together for those women out there who want to scale up.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we'll see you back at 2 o'clock.